Welcome back, or welcome to Empire Studio, where we are taking a look at flex nibs on fountain pens, primarily vintage pens. And we are going to pick up right where we left off. And if you haven't been watching this series, well, that's what we've been doing. And we are on our 6th vintage pen, but our 7th pen altogether. And this was our last one that we did. We didn't get a chance to discuss it after we wrote our last sentence here, and as you can see, we chose the fine tip, and I think that was a good choice. And you can see that the fine lines are really fine. So that is a fine tip there. And I think it is a medium flex because it doesn't flex very much, and you do have to apply pressure to get that flex. So that's the Waterman's Commando. All right, now moving on to the next pen that we've got. It is a Wahl Eversharp. Wahl, like Wahl. I think that's how it's spelled. This is a lever fill. Oh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, it actually does have some snap to it, but it's also okay. Oh, it just feels like it's going to break. My favorite is my favorite for vintage pens is the eyedropper, because it's like nothing. I don't know what can go wrong with the eyedropper. I don't think much, right? The other ones have so many like components that have a possibility of breaking. Okay, here's the nib on this guy. It says Eversharp and 14, made in USA. It doesn't tell us the number, like number 1 or 2 or something like that. Sometimes they do. Yeah. Okay. Oh. You can see that I've been using glittery. I know, that's awful. You shouldn't use glittery or shimmery ink in vintage pens because the little glitters can get stuck in the feed and stuff. That's what I was told. But I was told that after I had already used the glitter. I thought it would come out just like it comes out of any other pen. Alright. So I think so it's oh, this is a pretty color. I thought I had something red in here. Oh my gosh. I did have something red and it didn't come out. Eversharp. This is a fine. Look at that. The lines are very fine. So I'm going to say this is a fine tip. There we go. All right, and I'm going to say it's semiflex or medium flex. And now we'll do our sentence. All right, there we go. You know, I think that was this. Yeah. Which is still sparkly. So we can't use that. No, no, no. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. Do you guys agree with me on this? Do you think this is semi-flex with a fine tip? I think so. Of course, you cannot tell how much pressure I'm applying, but it's not a great deal, but it's, you know, it's comfortable writing without it. On my downs, what feels natural is to give it a little bit. Yeah. So that's where I would put that. All right, moving on. Oh my gosh, that was just open. Who's next? Oh, next is another one I don't have the top for. Another one of these, another Waterman 52. So it's a 52. I mean, showing you the pen really doesn't. This is a Waterman nib. and it looks like it's a 2. You can kind of see the tip of the top of the 2 right there. See that? It could be a 3, a 2 or a 3, but my guess is that it's a 2. I'm not going to try to pull it out though. So it's a Waterman Ideal 52. And it says some stuff over here too. Waterman, registered patent number, and then made in the USA. Nice. Okay. And what was I using with this? I don't remember. Let me dip it in there.
Alright, so let's get started on this one.
Definitely fine. Flex, it's semiflex. And remember, my other Waterman 52 is this one. Completely different than this one. This one is like a semiflex. We're using Merlot ink by Diamine. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give it all the flex on the first sentence. Now I'm going to write this sentence without applying any pressure. this dry for a minute and pick out our next pen. And I've already set these out, if you notice, like how I thought they'd fall in the line of flexiness. So we've seen the most flexy already. My cool little oh, okay. Next up is a new pen. This is Noodlers Ahab. A lot of people have this pen. It's a popular pen, and I would put it. Okay, I don't know if there's ink in it. Let's see. I think there's some. I don't know. I think maybe fine. That's pretty fine. I mean, it wouldn't pass as a Japanese fine, but I'd say, I don't know. I don't think somebody would be wrong if they called it a medium either. If you're looking for a super fine, this isn't it. But it's not, I don't know. I guess I'd call it medium because it's not quite as fine as the last one. So maybe go with medium. Let's see after we write our sentences. And I'm going to call it a semiflex. Just because there's not a lot of flex. There we go. Okay. And now we'll go ahead and do it without applying any pressure. Okay. Yeah, I'd say medium and semiflex. What do you think? Now we have another vintage pen. This one is called Gold Bond Sonite. Warranty number 4. Gold number 4. Okay. And it's got a lever fill. I dip it, of course. This is kind of like a cornflower blue, and I don't have this color. This is the color that came, that is like stuck in the pen, but it's starting to run out. It came like this. I really like this color, but I think I have to start using something else because it's running out. Isn't that cornflower blue like so pretty? Oh, it looks like it's got reignited. It's gonna show up in a little while longer. That's awesome. Okay, so I think this is a medium. Maybe. We'll see if that holds true after we write our sentences. And it's a semiflex. I would say. Oh yeah, wow, look at that. It's really showing up. Okay, and let's get right into our sentence. So this first one, I'm going to be applying all the pressure to get the most out of the flex. And you have to be careful when you go from one pen to the next, because what one pen can handle, the next pen you may spring the tines and break the pen. So you've got to be just cognizant of that. You can feel it when you're writing with it. You can feel how much pressure the pen can take. It looks like somebody tried to give this pen a little bit too much pressure or something, because it's got like a bend in it. It's a little bent. I don't think it's hurting the writing, but I just noticed. I do notice that it's like bent a little bit. It still writes just fine. You have to apply a considerable amount of pressure. Now I'm going to write the same sentence without applying any pressure at all. Just the weight of the pen. All right, that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. And keep a watch out for more episodes coming up in the future.